Right, so this is the Digimon board game, a blast from the past, blast from my childhood. Now, unlike pretty much every other board game I've ever had, the instructions for this game don't come on a nice, colourful leaflet inside. They're actually printed on the back of the box, which is a lot of reading, but I'll show you how the game actually plays in a more practical sense. But we do have some flavour text anyway for us to read. The Evil Devimon has separated you from your Digi-destined friends by splitting the lands into lots of small islands. You must find as many of your friends and their loyal Digimon as you can, defeat Devimon and his followers, and unite the land once more. So, just like Season 1 of the Digimon anime, your goal is to recruit friends, blast Devimon into oblivion, and save the world. So, these are the tokens you get. Now, it's nothing fancy, nothing amazing. I mean, it is an old game. You've got the tokens, if I just turn it this way, look, you've got the tokens for 4 players, yellow, red, blue, green, and then you take control of Izzy, Joe, Tai, and Sora, and then you can recruit certain friends. The orange cogs or the black gears are what corrupt Digimon in the game once fallen out, and they turn them evil, and you've then got to do battle with them. The items here, those are the food items. You can feed your Digimon throughout the game to increase their power and such. The black-rimmed tokens are the evil Digimon that you have to battle, and the normal tokens there are the ones you can instantly recruit. So those are the tokens. Let's have a look at the board. This might be easier if I slide this out of the way, and we'll set this bad boy up. Okay, this is the board and the Digimon Islands that have been split by Devimon. We've got Devimon's dustbin there where discarded Digimon go after battle. So what you would do is you would take your playing piece, in this case Izzy, you would put him on his little space there like that. He would obviously go on yellow. And then you travel around the islands collecting good Digimon, sticking them in your little good Digimon slot there. And then eventually when you do meet other wild Digimon, you would have them do battle, compare the numbers. They go into the dustbin like that. It's nice and easy. I'll show you the board fully set up actually, and then we'll take a stab at a few rounds. Right, with the board set up, we can actually take a few turns, and I can show you how this game runs. It's a very basic board game in a slapdash attempt to kind of jump on the hype of Digimon. But if you've got a group of 4 friends and you can only play it 4-player, it's actually quite fun. When it goes well, it is very RNG heavy. You can get wrecked very early, and I'll show you how it works. So, you take your colour and move it onto the closest empty island. So we are Tai and Agumon. We have a strength of 1, and on our turn, we move to an adjacent island, flip over the tokens, and hope for some good luck. So this is a good turn. So we get to recruit Matt. So Matt now comes into our Digi-destined, adding another 1 to our power. We've got a piece of food. Now these pieces of food increase the power of one of our Digi-destined Digimon by 2. And that goes up from 3 with 1 piece of food, 5 for a second piece of food, and 7, which is maximum for a third piece of food. And we store all of our food on this sheet here. And then the turn would go clockwise, so then Sora would have her turn, do the same, so on and so forth. So we'll stick with Tai to show you how things can turn out. So Tai is going to head to the next island. He's going to flip over. Right, so we've got a black gear and an evil Digimon. Now, because we don't have any friendly Digimon at the minute, the black gear can't corrupt anything. So we put that in Devimon's dustbin, we ignore that, but we do have to fight Vegemon. So we add our combined strength, hoping to equal or beat this number. So Vegemon is on 4, we've got 1 for Tai, 1 for Matt, and if we use the piece of food on Agumon to digivolve it to Greymon, we get a power of 3. Plus Matt's 1, that is 4, equals it, we beat Vegemon. So Vegemon goes in the bin, we continue our journey, we discard the food, a decent turn. We go all the way around again. Tai takes his next turn, is going to move, we'll go to this one. Ooh, so we've got a Centarumon and another piece of food. So first we'll take the food, and Centarumon is 7 damage, and he now becomes one of our Digimon friends, and we hopefully get to keep him for a long while, unless we face a black gear, and then we would have to battle him. At this point we would get wrecked by Centarumon. So the aim of the game is to travel around, collect as many Digi-destined friends as possible, as much food as possible, as many friends, to then make it onto the central island to defeat Ogremon at strength 10, but the black cog will corrupt a Digimon as well, so it's quite tough. Now the end game mechanic, which is quite unforgiving as well, the only way to beat this game is if we manage to scour around the islands, find our TK Digidestined, and he will automatically Digivolve into Angemon, defeating Devimon straight away. The game ends, yay, we've saved the digital world, the end. Now, that is the full game. It's, like I say, it's very RNG heavy. They didn't really put much thought into how to play this or the rules. I've played this a dozen times with friends, and almost every time we get absolutely annihilated by the black gear mechanic. I'm sure we could house rule it now that we've played board games for years and years, and we've got a decent understanding of making house rules and switching things up. But that was the Digimon board game, a very, very interesting piece of memorabilia from my childhood. And so begins the annoying task now of putting all of them back into this damn sprue, because the box comes with terrible storage. They would rattle around all day in there, and I'm not about that life.
A few moments later.
And done. One falls out. Right, that is that boxed up for maybe forever, we don't know. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. If you do want to talk about this game, or you have any opinions on the video or Digimon board games in general, please feel free to hit me up in the comments down below. I will be responding to every single one of them. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time. I am a massive board game player, and I have a proverbial mountain of board games to get through, and I would love to do more and meet some new people along the way and enjoy things together. So that's my long-winded outro for my first video on this channel. Thanks again, guys. I will see you very soon in the next one.